What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here, #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator, and I have my links in the description below if you would like to check my work, which I appreciate. Of course, we're trying to draw eyes to that, and it's very difficult in the indie spheres to get that done. So if you like my reviews, please do check that out. This is Batman the Caped Crusader Volume 2, and DC Comics has come out with these Caped Crusader and Batman Dark Knight Detective lines, which actually cover the different main Batman series. So this is the actual Batman itself. You get issues 432 to 439. It skips, I believe it skips the origin of Tim Drake, that series, and I forget what that title is, but it's a In Our Time of Dying or something. I can't remember the name of the series, but it's like a 5-issue arc. And for some reason, it skips it. I don't know why they do that in these editions, but they do. And 2 more issues and then the annual through here. Now, this is really cool. This era through here, you actually get a lot of Jim Aparo Batman, who's one of the better Batman artists. I love his designs. This is, in my opinion, how Batman should look in general. And it starts off with some one-off stuff right here. And you get Batman chasing down a crime. Very interesting, beautiful work by Jim Aparo all the way around. Gets into the annual, so you get a kind of a longer take on the book here. This is not Jim Aparo, but the cool 80s look anyway. This is before Batman gets too dark. All of these are pretty much one-offs, well, to start, and actually towards the back of this volume, that's when it starts to change to like the multi-issue arc for Batman. And we're about to see that picking up pretty shortly here. Here we are. We get many deaths of the Batman starting. John Byrne actually wrote this. I didn't even know John Byrne wrote any Batman, with Jim Aparo drawing this, which is really cool. And in this one, it's got a bunch of Batmans who just get killed. And it's not, of course, Bruce Wayne Batman, but the killer is getting these guys to dress up as Batman and kills them in the process. The first issue is a completely silent issue in this, and so you have a really cool deal. John Byrne always likes to do funky things like this during this period of his career, and you get to see some reactions of characters over the course of this. Fortunately, Jim Aparo does a good job of expressions, so you can get that. More Batman start dying in the next issue here, but they're not going to do that again. And Bruce Wayne tries to figure out who is the person causing a problem. Incidentally, of course, the person sends Bruce Wayne a Batman costume to try to get him to dress up as Batman, not knowing that he's Batman. A very cute way of hiding his secret identity there over the course of this investigation. And then Batman realizes it's someone who actually trained him in the past over the course of this and takes the guy down. So that's it. Then you get into year 3. So this is an odd storyline, a 4-parter, which goes back to like the origin of Robin. And I'm talking the original Dick Grayson Robin. And you've got Marv Wolfman, you got writing, who's a great DC writer, and Pat Broderick doing the pencils on this series here. It's got the classic Robin origin tale, and it's expanded out a little bit. But the killer of Robin is actually, or his parents, is actually getting released on good behavior, basically. There's also a gang war brewing, which I love gang war stories in Batman. That always makes me happy. And the gang war is kind of being egged on by this guy as he's getting out of prison. And so Batman is, of course, trying to get this guy brought back. He's trying to fix the whole gang war situation, and they deal with that. And Dick Grayson's like, oh, Batman's going a little crazy and a little too rough since Jason Todd died, which I guess happened just prior to this. So good storyline around here. And, of course, it gives the classic superhero, how far should you go? And what ends up happening is the hero, or the guy who killed Robin's parents, ends up getting killed. And Dick Grayson kind of accuses him of like, you let this happen, didn't you, Batman? And Batman's like, no, I didn't mean for it to happen, but I'm not particularly sad it happened. kind of an interesting thing here. Jim Aparo comes back for this next arc here, which of course there skips the issues, which is the whole Tim Drake first story. That's not available in these collections. It's in an oversized hardcover, and so there's a bunch of stories that get left out of these collections for some odd reason. I might do a video just highlighting where those get left out and how you can find them, because I mean, if you want to collect all of Batman, you kind of need that. But we get a nice little two-parter at the end of this. Some beautiful, beautiful work by Jim Aparo here. You get this character, the crime smith, who shows up. You know, he's kind of similar to other Batman villains over the course of all this. But still fun. Everything's fun and that is what matters most in the comics here. So I enjoyed reading this. Pretty quick read. They're a little smaller than the Marvel Epic collections. They're like 300 pages instead of 400 pages. It's interesting to see Batman kind of start into that like 4 and 5 part arcs versus single issue storylines as we get kind of into that 90s era. We're about to hit that. Really good. This is 9 out of 10. Really great Batman. If you can find these, I know they're kind of getting out of print now. It's definitely worth your time. All right, hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.